Next up, from shampoos to ketchup.
Wow.
Tell me, bro.
I don't
these
even
transitions
know.
just keep getting better.
I don't even like ketchup.
No.
Do you?
It's all right.
It's more tangy. It's got that tartness that tomato sauce doesn't have.
Oh, you think there's a difference between the both?
There is.
Okay. See, for the longest, I've always thought that you guys just say it differently because you guys are just like.
No,
different.
ketchup's very different to tomato sauce.
How so?
Oh, should we get some ketchup and tomato sauce in
Ketchup
here?
is good. Tomato
Yeah.
sauce isn't. Right?
No, okay. Tomato sauce is more sweeter than
Yeah.
ketchup. Ketchup's got something in it. It's like a tartness. You'll be able to taste it next time because every time I have ketchup, I know it's going to taste different to tomato sauce, and it always does.
What would you rather?
Tomato sauce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know
Word.
why. I think it's just because it's the Kiwi
Yeah.
girl in me. Just
Yeah, that's fair.
used to it more.
I don't know. Recently, I've like, I don't know why. It's only this year, 2025. I was like, let me try a couple of different condiments. Honey mustard has stuck with me this year.
Interesting.
I put
Wow.
it on every single thing.
I like mustard. I like normal mustard.
Yeah.
Honey mustard, I've had maybe once or twice, but never have I.
I've like almost never tried it before this year, I think.
Isn't it funny that you
Yeah.
just have like a wee obsession with it?
Yeah.
Like, you go through stages of
Yeah.
finding food, you're like, wow, I really like this.
I'm on a honey mustard kick right now.
Yeah, I love that for you.
I used to be on an aioli kick, but
Ah.
I got like the mayo ick, I think. And so now I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I found out how many calories were in a tablespoon of mayo, and I went, oh,
How many?
100.
1 tablespoon?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I'm saying, like, well, sorry, this is a different conversation, but
Yeah.
condiments are your highest, like,
Yeah.
factor in calorie.
Yeah.
And I was like, whatever, I don't want to count them.
Yeah.
Just eat whatever the fuck you want and make
Yeah.
sure it's healthy and you're all good.
But if you want to be on the self-care thing, what I did was you get Greek yogurt, you get buffalo sauce, and you mix the two and put a tiny bit of pickle juice in there.
Ah, that sounds
It's so
yum.
good.
I
It's so
love
good.
Greek yogurt.
It's so good. All right, the king of condiments, Heinz, or Whatties. Is Whatties just Heinz here?
No.
Okay.
Whatties and Heinz are completely different.
Do they not have the same logo? Am I bugging? The same like font?
I think Whatties might have taken inspiration from Heinz years and years ago and it just kind of stuck.
Okay, for those that don't know, Whatties is like
The New Zealand version.
yeah, the flagship.
Yeah, pretty
condiment
much.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heinz has come out with a campaign that is pretty ballsy. They've launched it all over the UK, and they've basically plastered photos of foods. And when you see the foods, you just think Heinz.
Yeah, and the font. They do have. There's
Yeah.
no Heinz logo on the campaigns.
I'll pull up the photos.
Which is iconic, because, yeah. Well, if you think about it, how are they identified as Heinz? Not even the photo. I could probably say it was Heinz just by the font and the fact that those fries are sloped,
Like
are
this.
curved in that
Yeah.
way. Because obviously, when you see a Heinz bottle, their whole thing is Heinz.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know that it's going to be.
You think if it didn't have the words, you wouldn't think it's Heinz?
No.
No.
I'd be, I don't know. When I
Yeah.
think of red sauce, I don't necessarily think Heinz.
Fair.
If they had the text on, yeah, of course, I know it's
Yeah.
Heinz.
Because they've also got this one. I think this is pumpkin soup. I think it's pumpkin. Like, I don't know.
If I took off the font
Yeah.
and I just saw that orange
I wouldn't
thing,
recognize.
I wouldn't know what it is.
No. But this one, I think you would. Or no?
Yeah. Yeah, beans. Nah, actually, I disagree.
What's the other brand that has beans that's popular?
Baked beans, Whatties.
Maybe I'm thinking, yeah, I think it was.
Whatties.
But
You know,
yeah.
I think Heinz is definitely one of those brands that has become something like McDonald's, or like if you think of the big brands, Apple. When
It's a
you
household
see a
name.
product or when you see just an advertisement, they don't need to actually have their brand on there. Like, they don't have to have their logo. They don't have to say that they're associated with Heinz or whatever, because you know who it is.
Yep.
Just by the images, just by the text.
It's kind of like the Tesco ad we covered a while ago. I don't know if
It
you
is,
remember.
yeah, exactly.
But this is, I think, like a step further because, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Tesco had that. They had those elements of it being Tesco.
Yeah.
Yes, Heinz got it, but I mean, at the end of the day, if your text, if your font is
That distinguishes.
that iconic, yeah, exactly, then that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like, McDonald's does it all the time. I think they're one of the best at like their campaigns because they barely put the little N, they barely put the McDonald's at the bottom. They just show some of the product and you just know it's them.
Yeah. On that, I don't know if you saw this recently, but McDonald's actually had a billboard, like a on the floor billboard in the middle of the Netherlands, I think, and it was a plain red and another one was a plain yellow billboard, and the only way you could tell it's McDonald's is that the actual billboard smells like Macca's fries.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's insane.
How do they do it? I don't want to know.
I don't know.
I'm scared that
But-
they know how to do that.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like-
That's what I'm saying though. Like, that's icon status.
Yeah.
That's like ultimate. Like, if I see an Apple product, I know it's an Apple product, even without
Yeah.
the Apple logo,
Yeah, you
and
could-
probably
yeah.
without the product in general.
You could get away with like the color palette, I think. Like white and
Yeah.
gray is like Apple.
Yes.
Red and yellow is McDonald's.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, they've really owned it.
Yeah. And I think you obviously like if I'm a new brand, I wouldn't do that because no one fucking knows what the fuck
Yeah.
we are. But yeah, I feel like this like flexi type of ads, you can only do when you're like in the game for at least like a century, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you've transcended generational people that it's just like, oh, that's
Everyone
just like,
knows.
yeah.
That's what you want to get to,
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
It's everyone knows. And I think that's hard as well because it depends on the kind of industry that you're in. If
Yeah.
you're in technology, yeah, okay, cool, Apple. Well, everyone uses Apple. Not everyone uses Apple, sorry, but everyone uses their products because their products are universal. Everyone needs to at least have them in their life, apart from a baby, of course.
Yeah.
Same with McDonald's, like it's food. Same with Heinz, it's food. Like people, there's food everywhere.
Consumables.
Yeah, consumables. Everyone needs food in their life to eat. We need to survive. So that's why, So it's one of those things where like I don't even think I could name like a beauty brand that is so iconic that everyone would know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying because not a lot of people
No.
actually use their skincare. Not a lot of people do all this kind of stuff. So
I think it's
Or
also
into
like
it.
it may I might be wrong, but is it like it's a more relatively newer industry, like the beauty industry, rather than like
no, I
it's been
don't
around.
think so. Absolutely not.
like who's the biggest beauty brand? MAC.
Not even, but I don't buy MAC, I don't even think I have one
Yeah.
MAC product. But that's what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
it's, and when we think beauty as well, it's skincare as well,
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
thinking like Aveeno or something like that, like where people actually do, like Dove,
Yeah.
I don't know, shit like that.
Head and Shoulders.
yeah,
7-in-1. Yeah.
Oh my God, dear Lord.
That's
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying, like there's nothing that, there's not other industries that everyone uses.
Yeah, for sure. So if you want to get there, put in 100,000 years, and then you'll get there one day. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning to the YAP podcast. We will
Thanks.
catch you another time.
Yes.
With that being said, use mouth tape. It's good. Bye.
Oh.